and welcome to the Weekly Ring. We're here on October 5th in the GLC at the Career and Internship Fair. I'm here with Michaela Zeno, a freshwoman. So what brought you out to the Career and Internship Fair today?
I'm actually an undecided major, so I was looking for something that maybe would catch my eye and maybe I can put that towards my major.
And what do you expect to learn today or get out of this?
I expect to find a lot of internships, maybe something that interests me.
Well, later on in the show, Michaela will be talking to some of the people here at the Career and Internship Fair. But first, let's look at some highlights from Founders Day.
Hello, my name is Zaria Dawkins, a JMS major from Maryland, and I'm here with Mayor Vaughn at Founders Day at Bennett, and I just had a question. How do you like being in the Founders Day program?
Oh, I love it. It was a very exciting event. It was wonderful to hear the speaker and to hear about all of the exciting things that are happening on the Bennett campus. And it felt good to be part of this Founders Day program and find different ways that maybe we can partnership with Bennett College for Women.
How does this bill rank in terms of your professional accomplishment?
I think that's a great question. This legislation, which allows for institutions that have loans through the HBCU Capital Finance Program, if they qualify, to have those loans deferred for 3 to 6 years, and that totals up to multi-millions of dollars for a number of institutions. Now we're up to 13. It ranks as my top professional achievement. We were able to secure $10 million to support 8 schools in March. We did it in 51 days, which is unheard of. It takes years for bills to get through Congress. We were able to get impactful legislation for HBCUs and our students in 51 days, and then only 90 days after that, it was implemented and the money was impacting the schools. And then to turn around while we were in the process of doing all of that, to double the money from March to the 1st of October to be $20 million for fiscal year 2019, to make a $30 million impact in one single calendar year, even though it's 2 fiscal years, really is the biggest professional achievement I've ever had. And I'm so happy to know that Bennett College is one of the first schools in line.
I think what we have to do and remember always as members of Congress is what the needs of our districts are. And if you think about it, or maybe you don't know it, most of the HBCUs are in Republican districts. Education should not be a partisan issue. And so I think that in those matters, we can come together, we should come together, and it's not a problem for me to talk about education with any of my colleagues.
What inspired you to help Bennett with this bill?
Well, first of all, this is in my district, right? So this is the district that goes from here in Guilford County, right to Greensboro, all the way down to right close to Charlotte, so in Mooresville. But this is one of 3 HBCUs that I represent, and it just 300,000 people across the country get the benefit every year of HBCUs, and I have the privilege of having one in my district. You better believe I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it's healthy. And so when there's a few levers that I can pull in Congress to help, Dr. Dawkins has to do the tough work of leading this school. But when she needs help in Congress, I'm going to bend over backwards to do everything I can, working with one of your former professors, Congresswoman Alma Adams, to reach across the aisle. I don't care what the aisle is. We're going to reach across it and work together.
What does this day mean to you and to Bennett?
Oh, wow. We started this journey in January, on January 31st of 2018. And today is, September, about 9 months later, unheard of, from incubation period to full implementation to the submission of the final paperwork to reimburse us on Friday during the board meeting. So it's been a short journey, but it feels like a very long journey.
Yes.
And it means a lot. Earlier this year, a few members of my staff, including VPs Leathers and Summers and Trustee Harris by conference call, and I met with Dr. Lomax and Ladrigus Murray. to discuss the possibility of having legislation passed that would enable Bennett and later other HBCUs to get deferments on loan payments owed to the HBCU Capital Finance Loan Program. After our meeting, Dr. Lomax and Mr. Murray, I can't speak enough about Mr. Murray, he's our lobbyist, contacted Representative Budd and Representative Adams, who convinced Congress to grant deferments on HBCU capital finance loan payments to Bennett and other private HBCUs for as many as 6 years, ending in fiscal year 2023. The historic legislation was written into law in just 51 days. That's unheard of. A process that generally takes a year or even years. But as someone told me later when I returned to campus, it would take an act of Congress. And it did. It did take an act of Congress. Thanks to this historic bipartisan effort, Bennett College will be reimbursed about $1.1 million this week. I would be remiss if, on behalf of the Bennett College Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends of the college, I didn't seize this opportunity to personally and publicly thank the four of you, Dr. Lomax, Mr. Murray, Congressman Budd, and Congresswoman Adams, for your stalwart efforts in making this dream a reality. So on this day, as we celebrate Founders Day at Bennett College, please accept this small token of appreciation on behalf of the entire Bennett College family.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and I'm with Courtney from Champs, and I just want to know, what does Champs give us?
Absolutely. So most times when people think of Champ Sports, Foot Action, Foot Locker Inc., you just think sneakers, right? But it's definitely an opportunity to grow your career in ways that you could never imagine. I started off as a part-time sales lead with this company, and now I'm a district manager, just with upward growth and mobility, So the opportunities are endless, from assistant manager, store manager, district manager in training, and then we're a global company. So if you want opportunities in Europe, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, all of those are available to you.
Okay, and when did you decide you want to work for Champs?
You know, I was in college actually, and I started off as a part-timer, and I like sneakers, I like footwear, I like fashion, I like sports, I like music, and it was something that really fit me. So my passion kind of led me here. Once I graduated from college, I got promoted to a store manager, and then my career really took off.
And what do you look for in students who want to intern with Allstate?
We look for the will. You know, there's two things that you need to have, the will and the skill. Mm-hmm. We can coach the skill. So we're looking for people that are very outgoing, very entrepreneurial, very maybe risk takers, in a sense that they're not afraid of no, because in a sales position you get told no a lot. So we need people, that don't get discouraged by that and just understand it's a numbers game, that if you stay consistent, you'll be successful.
And how has your experience been with the Bennett College Fair?
It's been fantastic. You guys have done a great job here. I'm impressed with the quality of the candidates and the students coming through, as well as the numbers of people coming through. We're very glad to be a part of this, and we look forward to doing it continuously as we move on.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Roxanne.
Thank you.
And how has it been as an African-American woman working in the police force?
For me, honestly, it's been great. I grew up in Raleigh, so I've had the opportunity to serve the neighborhood and community I grew up in. I have not experienced anything negative by being a police officer. For me, it has been a great career.
And how has your experience been with the Bennett College Fair?
This is not my first time at Bennett. I have enjoyed coming here, doing class visits in the past. So, as usual, you have great students, great women who are ready to get out here in the world and, be the best that they can be. I hope some choose law enforcement.
So, have you enjoyed your experience with the Bennett College Fair?
Absolutely. I serve on the advisory committee. I work with Daryl Johnson very closely, and it's been a great experience. I love what you guys have going on here as far as the students and really trying to develop them into young
Sherelle
leaders.
Barber, a Bennett alum, will debut her new documentary at the GLC next Wednesday. Come and check it out. Let's support our Miss Bennett College, Brooke Kane, by voting for her to become one of the 10 HBCU queens that will be crowned and featured in the pages of Ebony magazine. You can vote 3 times a day at ebonymagazine.com. Great name for the magazine, by the way. If you need any convincing, take a look at this video produced by our own Shakira Jones.
Greetings, I am Brooke Ashley Kane, a graduating senior political science major hailing all the way from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and I serve as the 39th Miss Bennett College for the academic year 2018-2019.
My platform is Strength of the Bell. Our Bennett College icon is the bell. Bells are strong, and historically their ringing has brought communities together. As Bennett Bells, we too are strong, and we must be united. My platform focuses on strengthening sisterhood within our school by nurturing and growing the strength within each of us. We must hold ourselves to a higher standard and ensure our ringing voices are heard not only at our institution, but in the world we expect to make a difference in.
Are you interested in being a mentor? There is a paid opportunity through the Movement of the Youth. Check out your email for more information. Recently, Deja Sanford discovered that many people on our campus were wearing pink. She set out on campus to find out why.
Today is October 1st, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Bennett Bells are all over campus wearing pink. So how did this get started? The AKA sorority of Bennett campus has asked Bennett Bells to participate in wearing pink today in support of our very own president, Dr. Dawkins.
Our chapter president, Constance Staley, actually was informed about Alpha Kappa Alpha's great idea to participate really in this event. And so we wanted to get the campus involved because our president, Dr. Dawkins, is a survivor of breast cancer. So we really wanted to show our support and solidarity for that.
It's important to bring awareness to breast cancer so that not only women of color but all women can catch it at an early stage so that we won't have to fight as hard as we do, so that we can live longer and be healthier.
I've had 2 family members I've known of that had breast cancer. My grandmother, she found a lump, and she was able to have surgery to get it taken away. So that was like, thank God that was okay. And then when I was in high school, my aunt on my father's side passed away from breast cancer. So I definitely take it very seriously, and I make sure as a woman I check myself occasionally. Not as I should check myself more often, but occasionally I do check myself just to make sure that I don't find anything.
I wanted to wear pink because I feel like Breast Cancer Awareness Month is really important for all students, all women, to support people that have been challenged with this type of disease. I feel that we have to come in and also represent our president, President Dawkins, who is currently dealing with that, and I think it's really important to show her that we love her and that we care for her and that we're willing to, represent her for one day and continue to do that.
Welcome back, Michaela. How was the career and internship fair?
Hi, it was great. I learned that there are a lot of internships out there, and they're looking for hardworking bells.
And did you apply for any internships or even have any different changes in what you want to do with your career?
I put my name down for a couple just to see what they're about.
And you were a part of Founders Day. How was that, being in the choir?
It was wonderful. Singing the songs with the choir was very good.
And you guys did great.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Weekly Ring. I hope you all did great on your midterms, and I hope you all have a safe fall break. And Michaela, on your way to class, I know you have to go to class, on your way to class, make sure you stop and ring the bell for us.